Hello and welcome. My name is Nilaus and I'm joined here by KatherineOfSky in this Factorio. Welcome.
Howdy. Oh, and we're playing the Biter Death World. And last time, if you missed the episode for some who knows what reason that you have no excuse for, we actually took on the biters. And it was scary,
Yes.
But we survived. It was great.
Yes, not all of them, but a
Well,
couple.
no, we couldn't take them all on. We didn't have enough bullets, but we could have taken them all on. Our courage is infallible. We're good.
Yeah. So courage is we have plenty of courage, but not enough bullets.
That's right.
So
we were even searching for big blue biters, but we couldn't find any, so we just left them alone for now. They're lucky to stay.
I think you're pushing it. What you wish for.
So where are you? Okay, you're in the factory. I am right now by our planned main bus.
Yes, and I was thinking that maybe if you're working on the bus, then I would be working on trying to cut off this area towards the biters that we just cleared.
Okay.
And then hope that the pollution cloud doesn't extend too much further that way, and also that we can then wall it off.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I think we may now have to sort of revamp our belt design here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They can exactly not go through. I can see.
Yeah, it can exactly not go through. But but there is another option. We could do this kind of thing. Let's get.
I'll just have to look at what you're up to.
Yes, please. Okay, let me get these going. We could do this kind of thing where we do that.
Okay, and that map marker that has a red icon is so disruptive because that's the color of biters. Should I take from this? We don't really need a lot of space out here, just not now. So I can take it.
Just from the edge of the lake and bring it down. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Lake is nice.
Let's see. How do we want to do this? We can't do it there.
That will also get our nice little iron for steel deposit up and running. Wow, I get some weird actions here with.
Okay, looks
I'm
like
trying to place it in multi-layer. It's interesting. I place the walls down and then suddenly it stops and then it rolls back the last 6 walls that I placed.
Oh no!
Because I was out of materials, but it didn't notice it until like a bit after. That's okay.
Yeah, sometimes that happens with the latency on multiplayer stuff, and my internet, I admit, is not the greatest. That's for sure.
We're managing. Let's see when the base gets really big.
Yes.
But you know what really improves the that is fewer biters.
Yeah, and you know what? We're on the warpath, so we're going to get all those fewer biters happening.
Yep.
Oops, happened. That's interesting.
So now I wish I could just cut down the forest and at the same time take a peek at what you're doing, but no.
You have a radar. You can look.
I do, but I also need to look at the tree I'm chopping down. I'm handling a pickaxe here. I shouldn't keep my eyes off.
Okay, let's get this going. I'm wondering
you had
how.
Something
let's see.
Just mark it with a deconstruction planner. That's a really good idea for clearing a straight path through the forest.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. I'm going to do that right now, in fact.
I guess you also have a bit of chopping to do to get
just
to the forest.
Slight amounts, very tiny amounts.
Actually, maybe we should have focused on the steel, and with these people created a steel axe for each of us to chop down the forest.
That's actually a really good idea. Did you stop that research? Because I remember we started it.
There, we're back to steel, but it's not really producing anything.
Okay, I'll go and check on it in just a second. I'm just planning out these the belts. I love this overhead planning thing. It's pretty cool.
I'm just gonna take a peek at what you're doing. Oh, there. Oh, okay. You're melting it really close to the edge of the Okay, so basically on this setup, we would primarily be building on the left side until we are free from the lake, and then we can build on both sides of the bus.
Yes, exactly. And I like to have the iron on the left side of the bus since it's used in most of the items.
Okay.
And then I tend to do
one thing for me.
Oh, sorry?
Please do a walking path for the next 4 lanes.
Path. Yes, absolutely. We will have a walking path.
I will connect to the other walking path, or ghost walking path at least.
Yes, I will put that down. Sounds like a great idea. Because it's much faster to travel up and down the bus. I think what I like to do in my factories is have the bus and then the walking path between the bus and the actual assembly lines. So it gives you access to them. Yeah.
I think that's quite a common thing. That's also how I do it. And it makes sense.
But man, we're going to have a lot of chopping to do when we start building the assembly lines, which we probably should start doing. We can even, we can start them down in our cozy little area, like where I am right now, where that stone patch is. We can actually put some of the like built things like right around here. So we don't have to...
Now that right around here, I'm just going to zoom up and see where you are.
Yeah, right where I am right now. I'll put it over here.
That's pretty far down. Yep.
Start of small assemblies.
I think it's important for us to make a congested base. Also, when we get it, because when we get attacked, then it's shorter walking path to the area, and I don't know if it makes sense, but for me,
it does make sense, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna start some basic stuff here. What do we need for AP ammo? Let me look at that because I want to build an assembly line that'll include
lots
that.
Of steel.
Yeah, we need steel and copper too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and one assembler for the normal ammo can feed technically 3, but it's usually convenient just to make it for 2.
Okay. So these just take plain iron. So we're gonna need like 2 belts on that one. So I've gotten a lot of
ammo.
Oh, sorry.
400 ammo. Just keeping tabs on it.
Nice. Let's get this moved out here. Just feed more science. Ooh, we have a difficulty here. We forgot to put inserters on the rest of this iron line.
Oh, that probably explains why iron is so slow.
Yes, I think it does. Okay. We'll just kind of fix a little bit of that. We'll try better. Let's see, how many do we need? 2. Like 24.
Okay, I'll just craft some.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I'm actually increasing the stone production now. It's a nice little patch.
Yeah, I'm not going to reverse the belt on the actual smelter until I get some of those things moved up.
Okay.
Need some bricks. Or I could just use the blueprint.
So we're not actually producing a lot of these walls. Quite a lot of it, let's say. 27, and then I'll also build some turrets because I'm going to put turrets down by the wall as well. So we want to make sure that when I build it, it feels safe and we can leave it be.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So when they come knocking, they'll start knocking on the wall and not on us.
That will be preferable, for sure.
Yep.
Okay, so here we can start. Probably bullets we want first.
Yeah, make plenty of room for that.
Can have it kind of down here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's build some turrets and have a guess at how close they should be.
Okay, here we go. Oh my god, pocket crafting is so slow. So horribly slow. No.
In my usual modded campaigns, I always have this faster crafting.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one. It's pretty useful.
It is. It's also sort of. I feel that there are not enough red and green signs, so it kind of bridges the gap of doing some more red and greens before heading into the oil part. But I guess that's not going to be a problem with me running with expensive recipes in a death world.
Indeed.
Which I like. I like the game being a bit slower.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy just kind of hanging out, having fun with the game, and just letting it flow and pottering about. I don't know if this campaign is going to be that way though.
Yeah, I was
Might
also
have a
thinking
slight
of that.
emergency with biters.
Yep. I'm getting quite close to them, and I don't really know if the right strategy for us, sort of in general, is to build a small congested base and then take up to tanks and then go out, or we should clean them out sort of gradually. I can't really figure that out, which is the most appropriate way of doing it.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, I'm gonna leave these.
I guess that's experience.
Yeah,
I'm stealing
we're gonna
a
find
ton
out.
of-
We'll try to get a strategy going for that for sure. Okay, I'll leave that
you are
ammo box here for now.
Yes. Yep.
And I'm gonna get the rest of this going up the bus.
And autofill would be nice as well down here.
But that would be too easy.
Exactly.
We would get comments. You people are cheating. You know.
Yes. We're still gonna get comments about cheating because we added the light mode.
Well, I would argue that we can see well enough in the dark anyway. You know, there's no need to torture our viewers, because that would be, you know, really inconvenient if we did that.
Yep. It's enough that we torture ourselves with this.
Indeed. Okay, I think let's get this belt for kind of our belt array here. Are we going to make gears in a separate array, or do we want to make them locally?
Yes.
Okay.
How about that answer?
I like that. Works for
it's
me.
up to you. What do you prefer?
I've not. It's been a long time. I tried making them initially, like in their own array, but I found that the places that needed them never got enough. So then I switched to doing locally all the time. But since they take 4 iron each, they're very expensive to bus all that iron. You know what I mean?
I know. I think it's exactly the same. For example, in terms of just red, greens, the green signs, there it even starts being a problem.
Yeah.
That if you just set up 2 assemblers, then nothing really gets by those 2 assemblers over to the next part. It's at least it can easily consume a yellow belt.
Yeah. So maybe we should do both. Maybe
There's also
like supplementary gears on the main bus, but also make them locally in certain places. Or how do you feel?
I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's how I do it.
Okay. All right. Well,
I've also seen a pretty neat setup where the smelters are actually inserting directly into assemblers building gears, so that it's not iron plates that moves up; it's iron gears.
That's interesting.
Look really, really neat. Don't really have the blueprint for it, so
okay,
it would be an option. But then again, we would wreck our smelting array. And I think
Yeah.
there's a merit to having it that way.
Indeed. I think I'll have to just clear a space for making the belts because it's just not enough space because the coal is in the way. Oh,
Okay.
but we don't have steel yet. Where's the steel? Let's find steel.
Steel is
Steel is
yeah.
is in the science labs right now, dreaming of being made.
Really? What? Where?
Huh? It's our research right now.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Just thought you had already built science labs.
No. Though I'm considering building a couple of more labs.
Shouldn't we just build it off the bus and then basically saying the next part? I mean, instead of scaling up on something that is definitely temporary, then saying let's build it right the next time. We have these two, and that's not going to cut it beyond steel. But then after steel, we will build it off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, red and green science is some of the first things we build anyway.
Yeah.
Off the bus. And then a massive amount of green circuits.
Yes, we need lots of green circuits. I usually do something like 4 lanes in a regular, well, pre 0.15 factory.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be enough or not.
I like the part you built for your rail world, so let's just copy that one.
Okay.
That was also a way for me to roll it. If you didn't notice that.
I'm sorry? I missed that, sorry.
Since we have to build it your way, that kind of goes without saying who should build it.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I like building. Building is good. Building is fun.
Yeah, it would be strange playing this game if you really don't like the building part. But then
Indeed,
again,
it
some
would be
people really
slightly
like the alien part. And like, really? Is it the right game you're playing?
Yes. Precisely.
It's not exactly a combat simulator. And then again, it is if you make it into it.
Yeah.
If you play it like that.
It's kind of funny. I see a lot of people talking on the Steam forums about, I wish this game was much more like StarCraft. You know, we need these. And I'm like, that would be kind of different. If you wanted StarCraft, play StarCraft. This is different. They're not Zerg, they're biters. They have feelings, you know.
There is already a really good StarCraft out there. It's called StarCraft. So
yes,
why
exactly.
would you want to?
I really enjoy the building aspect of this game. It's very, very cool.
Yes.
So I'm curious. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No. You're curious now.
I'm curious. What made you start a Death World series on your channel?
It was actually this 24-hour stream I did on Twitch, and there I just completely ignored biters because whatever. And it's a rail world, so it got rather big.
Yeah.
So suddenly there were biters everywhere, and I was just running feverishly from one end to the next, not really bothering to do anything, but like very minimum amount because I was sleepy and tired and just delusional. So so it's like, well, this is also a game, and let's make that into part of the game in another episode. Because usually in a normal playthrough, the biters just don't have a role. They're just a nuisance.
Yeah, exactly.
But it actually turned out to be there was some gameplay about, okay, so how do I do this? I figured, all right, let's go all in.
Nice.
All right, we have to redo the base. The whole base has to be moved 2 squares down. Yeah. Because the turrets do not match. It doesn't match the turret placement. They're going to be too far between the turrets.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
No.
Yeah, I've been looking through 0.15, the presets, and I was like, yeah, I'll do a Death World one day, but no time soon. You know, like that would have been the last thing that I would have wanted to start off with. But yeah, it's somehow I find myself playing one now.
Yep. I'm really looking forward to when we get to the tank part, because people say the tanks are really awesome now. So I haven't had a chance to try them.
I have.
They used to be quite bad.
I've looked at them. I tested one out in one of my like completed games, but not in my current playthrough. And I tested it with the flamethrower ammo. It's really interesting. I don't know that it's that useful with flamethrower ammo, but it certainly looks fun. Very festive.
Yeah, that's what I've heard was that it's not actually the flamethrower that's the best weapon.
No, of course not. No. There are other weapons, but I haven't tried anything else. But I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what we're going to do in this playthrough, because we're going to need weapons in this playthrough.
Oh yeah, I mean, uranium power, depleted uranium bullets in a tank, that should be the miracle cure to biter problems. I'm hoping so.
Oh yes, I hope so. Well, I'm just hoping we're going to survive that long. That would be a bonus.
Otherwise, we'll just start over.
That's right. But I think you really lucked out with this start. This area for the bus is really great because, of course, we've got lots of trees to absorb the pollution. We've got the lake. Water absorbs a surprising amount of pollution, I have to say. So
really, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh yes, it does. It's I think it's comparable to grasslands. Of course, the deserts absorb the least, and concreting makes it absorb zero pollution. So
not just yet for the concrete.
No, not just yet for the concrete. That's right. Well, you know, concrete or any paving, like the stone paths also are the same.
But not my ghost stone path.
No, the ghost stone paths are perfectly good. Well, it's basically as long as we don't pave the entire base. That's the important thing. We'll get some benefit from that.
We almost have a safe perimeter. Well, safe-ish, but
nice.
It has also taken a while. And again, nanobots, where are you?
I know, I love nanobots. They're so good.
There we go. Now there's evenly spaced turrets along the wall that covers us everything except the north, basically, at this point.
Cool.
I'm quite happy about that. So what should we build next? I'm leaning towards more iron, or should I start building the steel part?
I think we should start building steel because of AP ammo. Where it was a struggle to kill those biters, even as oh my god, you have this whole wall done. I've been so busy chopping trees. It's like, whoa, nice, awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Now we just wait for the.
That's great. Now we just wait to get attacked. Nice.
Yeah, let's see about that.
No, I'm just joking.
They'll just tear it apart.
I think we definitely need some AP ammo to happen soon because biters evolution is turned up, so it's scary. It's very scary business.
They take forever to create.
Yeah,
they take twice as long as normal ammo.
Yeah.
So I agree, but then we are also getting hit by the expensive recipes, causing everything to costs. What's it? It's we're running out of coal.
We might look at the tech tree to see what is a cheaper form of ammo. I haven't tested combat shotguns in this update. I don't know how they are going to perform.
Would you mind coming over here and taking a look?
Sure.
What has been built? Do you have a spare underground belt in your pocket?
I do. I have 7 of them.
Wait for it.
Okay, I'm waiting.
There.
I'm going to call them underneathies. Wait, what
happened? No, there is a reason why you had an odd number.
Oh, that must have been the reason. Oh my god. Whoopsies. I was remodeling that area to get the the squiggly line in there, and I must have forgotten. I was thinking about it in my head. I'm like, wait a second, the biters didn't destroy any undergrounds. Why do I have this extra? Not that it bothers me. I think a lot of people get a lot more bothered than I do, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm not trying to sabotage the base, I promise.
No. Right. I don't think it makes sense for me to start on steel in this episode. Just have to figure out the angle and all of that. But it might also be how are you coming along with the bus area?
I'm good. I'm actually at a good stopping point. I just came to get some supplies.
Yep. Okay, let me just have a look.
Yeah, have a good look. It's nice. Things are happening.
What is this? Is this the start of your?
This is the belt array.
Catherine of Sky Mall.
Yes, this is the Catherine of Sky Mall.
It looks nice. Looking forward to dive into that. And on that bombshell, I think we should round off this episode.
Sounds great.
Yep. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll come back and watch us another episode.
Take care, guys. We'll see you later.